afternoon, guys. How's it going? Well, I've come to the mall to have a coffee and sit down for a little while. I've learned something today. Come to the mall in the afternoon on a weekday. It's quiet, no noise, and lots of places to sit down. So here I am, and I have a cup of coffee. And I thought I just wanted to have a chat. Yesterday, I talked about depression, a way out. So, and I said a couple of times inside the video, I don't need any help for myself. I just wanted to help somebody else. But I'm going to elaborate a little bit just to talk about a little few more things. One thing was well, first of all, I want to say this. Last night in the comments somebody mentioned about chemical imbalances. I didn't mention anything to do with chemical imbalances, and I also said I didn't need any help, but somebody mentioned that, so I thought, okay, let me talk about it. I can only talk about the depression that I had and how it affected me. I don't know about chemical imbalances, so I know people have depression because of hormonal imbalances. I don't know anything about that subject, you know, and as I said before, I was a teacher, and the secret of teaching is to know your subject. So if I don't know something, hands up. I don't know anything about chemical imbalances because that hasn't come into my life, so I don't want to comment on that. If you think you have a chemical imbalance, then please go get tested and seek professional advice, because I'm not a professional. I'm just talking about my experiences, okay? So way back when, I told you yesterday about my childhood, and then I was married. So after the first marriage went to the rocks, and I asked her to leave, I found out a lot of things that she was doing, and started the divorce proceedings, and it really messed with my brain. So this is what I wanted to share. So I got to the point where I was losing it, really losing it, and so I didn't know what to do. I thought either I go see the doctor or I'm going to end my life, is how I felt. So I went to my military doctor, and they said wait for a while to see him. Well, you don't say that to somebody who's about to completely lose it. So I sat down, got up, walk around, sat down, got up, walk around. I mean, I was losing it completely. So I finally got in to see the doctor, and I just, like, I don't know, one minute I was laughing, the next minute I was being loud, and I guess he'd seen this before. And what did he give me? He gave me one sleeping tablet. That's what he said it was, a sleeping tablet. He says, go home, take this, and go to bed. So one little tiny tablet, like the size of an aspirin. So I took it and went to bed and slept like a deep sleep, really deep sleep. Woke up the next morning and felt really good. And that really helped me. So that's one form of medication that I've had. I only had one tablet, and I didn't go back for more. But over time, it was getting worse. And then I didn't really want to go back and see that doctor, but I was still in the same place, and I went back, and there was a different doctor. A different doctor, and I explained to him what was going on. So what he said was, I can't prescribe any medication for you, because if I do, then what happens is the Army will look at that, and it'll stop my promotion. I'll never get promoted again, because you taken medication for that sort of thing. So he said, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an appointment in the civilian hospital in the town up the road, because where I was, it was just a small place, nobody there, but in the next town they had a hospital. So he made an appointment for me to see a psychiatrist. And I went to see the psychiatrist, a lady. I explained all my stuff to her, and she prescribed some antidepressants and give me some tablets. So I went home, and I was getting really super stressed with the idea of taking antidepressants. that's me, okay? I don't like taking medicine. I don't like putting stuff in my body. I'm happy to take supplements like vitamin C or oregano, things like that, but I don't like medicine. And I'm not, this is me, I'm not suggesting this to nobody else. But she gave me the antidepressants. I went home, I took one, and I was really upset that I took it, and I put them in the bin. I never took them again. And I do not suggest that to anybody. Each to their own, be free, do what you want. But I struggled along without it. She suggested that I go to some of these groups where people, they sit around and talk and share their stories. So one of the reasons why I've done these 2 videos so far is to share my story to help people. And you know, last night I got over 40 comments about how people thought this was, you know, what I talked about last night was very helpful. And I was surprised on how many people who watch my stuff have similar problems. So my point is, you know, if you go see somebody, you'll get evaluated, and if you need something, you can get something. And if you're happy to take it, please take it. It's just the way I felt. I didn't want to take it, and I struggled on by myself. And then yesterday I talked about the meditation thing, and that's how I got through with it. Basically, I mean, I used meditation, and then I used my bodybuilding training, and it was like I said before. You know, you're the captain of your ship. The captain sits in your head, and the ship is your body. And the captain says, let's go left, you go right, you go right. So I help my captain get control of my little reality so that I could put another step forward and try to learn to forget. I don't know if I could ever say, I mean, can I say forgive? I think forgive is not the right word. It's more like I don't think about it. You know what I mean? How do you forgive somebody who destroys your life and steals all your money? Stole your money for years, steals your life, and then wants more money once you get divorced. How do you forgive that? So, in the true sense of the word, I don't know if I ever forgive. Just to learn to let it go. You know, life is bitter. And the other thing I wanted to say was, if you look at the 3 things that caused me depression in my life was family. My mother and father caused me that the first time, and I had to live through that. And then the second time was the first marriage, third time was the third marriage. So it's the people who are closest to you that cause you the most damage. So again, what I said yesterday was, you know, learn to not to be affected by that. It's a way of just switching your brain off, and I can't explain it. You have to try to learn it for yourself. Yeah, so last night I got some amazing comments, like over 40 comments about how much other people are suffering, and male and female, mainly the males commented. So, and you know what's funny? A few women commented, and they've been through this. So I don't want to say male, female then. I'll just say people, but there was mainly men who commented. But male and female both suffer in the same way. And the reason I did this video, yesterday's video and today's video, is because I felt, you know, like I said yesterday, was I just kept feeling I should do it. And then I said, no, I don't want to do it. And then I kept feeling I should do it, and I did it. And many people said, thanks so much for being honest and open and sharing this story. So that's why I'm here. Once again, I wanted to tell you a little bit more about me. So I want to say thank you so much for your comments. And one of the other things I wanted to do is, you know, I set up a Facebook account, but I wanted to make it so that people could comment, leave messages, things like that. But it didn't kind of work out. You know, people leave messages in comments in YouTube here, but I just felt that I wanted to make it so people could help each other or something like that, but it didn't work out. So I don't know, I guess I just leave it, because I thought of setting up a line account, because you can actually make groups. So if one person comments then everybody can see it, and that's what I wanted to do. But I'll just leave it. There's enough help around if you look for if you're looking for help. So I'll just leave that now. But I wanted to share the story so maybe somebody can get some help and be encouraged that you're not alone, and you know, other people have been through this, so you're not weird. It's just, like I said, learning to get the captain of the ships with a stable mind to take another step, and after each step you get better. So thank you for watching. So I'm going to close off and say good night, and look after yourselves, guys. All the best. Buckets of blessings, rivers of peace, joy, and kindness. See you tomorrow. All the best, guys.